So my thread is almost finished, so I'll show you once again how to end a thread that is almost finished. So as it's finished like this, you just go backwards into several bits, okay, but make sure you don't just pass straight. You enter from corner to corner as I'm doing. That is why I'm showing carefully, so watch carefully, okay. So I'll bring this second one to also come and meet it here. Okay, so as you can see, the two are meeting at a point, so you can just tie a knot and cut your excess thread off. Then you take a new thread, you cut a new thread. So you realize that this is where our thread was when it finished, so we just put it back there, okay. Then we have our two edges together. Okay, so on this row I'm entering 2 beads with my right fishing line, so I'll just enter like this, 1 and then 2. So now I'll use my left fishing line to pick my 3 beads. So this is the 3rd bead. Then I'll just pause with my right fishing line, then I'll pull it down. So as you can see, this circle is completed, okay. So you can just continue with your right fishing line to enter the next 2 beads. You enter the next 2 beads, then you use your left fishing line to pick 3 beads, then you continue. So I'll meet you when I get here. So as you can see, we are almost at the end of this roll as well. So for us to be able to complete this row, it's left with these 2. So we just enter these 2, so after you enter that, these 2, you have to step up so that we can be able to weave for the next row. So you just enter this 1 bead here, this particular 1 bead here, then you pull out. So you realize that our thread is out of 4 beads, 1 2 3 4, and on this row every ring is taking 6 beads. So if we have 4 here, meaning we will need 2 to complete this particular row. So you just take 2 beads and put on your left fishing line and cross with the 2nd bead. So after that, this is what you'll be getting. So you realize that this roll is also completed. So for us to continue again, we are going to have 4 beads on every ring on this particular row we are about to weave. So for us to do so, we will just be on this 1 bead like this, then we'll pick 3 beads this way, then we'll put on it, then we'll cross with the 3rd bead, okay. So you make sure that every ring on this row we are beginning will be having 4 beads every ring. So this is the first ring and it has 4 beads. So what you do is that you take your right fishing line, then you enter the next bead and you pull out like this. Make sure as you are working, you are pulling your thread so that your work will be very firm. So our thread is out of 2 beads, so we have to pick 2 beads. So 1 2 on our left fishing line, then we cross with the 2nd bead, then we use our right fishing line to enter the next bead like this. Then you take your left fishing line, then you take 2 beads and you enter. You put all the 2 beads on your left fishing line, then you cross with the 2nd bead, then you pull it. So as you can see, every ring is having 4 beads. So you enter the next with your right fishing line, Then you take 2 beads with your left fishing line, you cross with the second. So on this row, that is what we are going to repeat until we get back here. So you make sure every ring has 4 beads on it. So 4 bead, 4 4 4. So you will enter your next bead with your right fishing line, then you use your left fishing line to pick the beads. You pick 2 beads, then you cross with the second bead. So I'll continue and I'll meet you at point we get here. So as you can see, we are on the last bead for us to be able to complete this roll as well. So this is the last bead, so I'll just enter with my right fishing line like this. So I'll step up on this bead here. Okay, so as you can see, every ring on this roll is 4 beads in total. So this is 4 beads in a ring, 4 4 4. So now our thread is out of 3 beads, so we only need 1 bead to complete this row. Okay, so this is the last roll as well. So this is the full body of the round bag. Okay, this is the full body of the round bag. So now we are going to weave the side of the bag, and we will leave an opening for where we can pass our hand through into the bag. So for us to weave around the side to form the shape or to form the side of the bag, we will use this same thread. So if your thread were to be small, you can just end it, then you take a new thread and enter any side or anywhere on the bead, on the plate or the bag that we have made. But because I have my thread long, I can still use it. So if you were to take a new thread, you just pass it through one bead and you hold the 2 edges like this, and you hold the 2 edges like this. So now I'll just take my, so for us to continue weaving alongside the side, I'll just take my left fishing line and I'll pick 3 beads. So weaving this, we are going to be using 4 beads in total for every ring. So I put 3 beads on my left fishing line and I cross with the 3rd bead. So I'm not going to make it lie down, I'm going to make it stand like this. Then I'll use my right fishing line and enter the next bead like this. Okay, then I'll pull it out. So now, since our thread are out of 2 beads here and here, we will need 2 beads to continue. So this way, then you cross with the 2nd bead, then you pull it down. Okay, so as you can see, the side is forming. So you enter with your right fishing line into the next bead, then you pull it out. Then you take 2 beads and put on your left fishing line, then you cross with the 2nd bead, then you pull it down. So as you can see, the side is forming. So you use your right fishing line, you enter the next bead, you pull it out, then you use your left fishing line to pick 2 beads, then you cross with your right fishing line. So this is what we are going to do all around until we get somewhere here, because I'm going to leave like 12 beads here, which will be for the opening. So assuming I'm having 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12, so meaning I will weave all the way to this particular bead. Okay, so meaning this will be the opening, so I'll just weave all the way to this particular bead. So I'll weave, when I get, I'll show you how to step up and continue with the 2nd step.